Hey everybody, this is Zip Mouth Motivation. Today I am with Miss Valerie, but I'm not gonna tell her business because y'all know I don't like to tell people's business. I like for them to introduce themselves and tell their own business. But Valerie is very special to me, so be nice. No, be nice to her, but she's very special to me. I've known her for a few years now, and we're more like sisters. But I'm gonna let her go ahead and talk. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Valerie.
Hi, so I'm Valerie, and I am the proud owner of the brand new business, Holistic Hippie Vibes. And Holistic Hippie Vibes is a wellness life coaching business, and I am a master's degree therapist. I got my master's degree in 2011 from Waynesburg University up in Pennsylvania. And I know, like, in my own journey of healing my own traumas and my own dark shadows, therapy only took me so far. And it was once I started doing a holistic approach, I found breath work, I found yoga nidra, inner child work. I started, doing shadow work, and that is when I really started to see a major difference in my own healing process. I got off all of my medications, and now I am, so no medications, and just using what I've learned in the holistic realm, and I know what it did for me. Right. So I wanted to get certified, and so I got certified in breath, and I'm trained to do breath work, pranayama. Right. And then I also got certified for yoga nidra, which is a guided meditation. Nidra means sleep, so it takes you into the inner part of your mind, just as the breath work does, and helps you with a greater meditation.
Wow.
And I also do sound healing as well.
All right. So what made you come up with the name Holistic Hippie?
Funny story. Okay. So TikTok, I was changing my username. So I just changed my username. I wanted something that had a hippie vibe to it. Right. And again, I was doing holistic healing. So I came up with Holistic Hippie Vibe, and then I had a video accidentally go viral, and it kind of stuck. So yeah. Right. So I was like, everybody knows me as Holistic Hippie Vibe, so it just stuck, and I love it. So it's me.
Oh. Now, Holistic Hippie, you said you do breath work and you are a master's degree therapist. And so before you came to this, or during that process, did you face traumas as well?
My entire life.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had childhood traumas, and then traumas as a young teen, traumas my young adult life, all the way up. I would say last year is probably the first year I did not have traumas. One of my most recent being a automobile accident where I was an accidental first responder. So that actually left me with tics, and I used to tick to the side. It was about a year later those started. Usually about a year after our trauma is when the symptoms start. If you do your trauma timeline and a timeline of your symptoms, you may see a pattern. But through tapping, through the breath work, through the yoga nidra, all the meditations, I do not take anymore.
Wow. Yeah. How effective is it in being an entrepreneur, owning your own business, being a therapist, and then having to hear other people's traumas? Because their traumas essentially become yours. So how do you deal with something like that?
So the work that I do, we actually don't have to talk about your trauma. We do more of your healing of the internal self and finding peace. And I really believe that all healing starts with self-love. And once we really start to just work on that self-love, it doesn't matter what happened to us. Often I think we compare our traumas to other people and think, oh, well, I'm not as bad as them. They had this, that, or this, or maybe mine is worse than theirs. But once we can let that go, let go of the trauma, and really just go in and find ourselves. Be gentle with ourselves. Start using kind words with ourselves. Motivating words. Instead of saying I have to or I need to, saying things more like I would really benefit, or wow, I was a lot healthier when using those motivating words, and just lifting ourselves up, because when we do that, we're going to make sure that other people talk to us that way and treat us that way as well.
I love it. I love everything that you said. I know you personally, so I know what Holistic Hippie does, but I wanted the people to get an understanding because I know sometimes therapy can have a little bit of a stigma on it where people feel like, well, they can't tell me because they don't even, they go through stuff in their life as well. But all therapy does not deal with the trauma. Some of it deals with just the healing of where it is, like what's happening, what's going on inside. And those things are important too, because sometimes you don't know what traumas you have. You have so many, you just have that opportunity to peel back and heal. Sometimes you just need to focus on the healing. So I definitely appreciate you and what you do. I have one more question, and it's not more of a question, it's kind of like, if there was one big thing that you could tell people in the community, like you could tell an entrepreneur, that you would tell someone who needs healing, and what would you tell them?
Don't give up. I will share that on 12/12/14, I had a suicide attempt. And by the grace of God and my higher power, I am here today. And there is healing. We do get to the other side. And it's not so much what you do in that hour of therapy, but it's what you do between those hours each week or month, whatever it is. That's where the real healing and where the real work is done. And yeah, I've got the goosebumps, but it's that self-love, that inner child work, that connection, and believing in yourself, loving yourself. I used to hate myself. I was such a people pleaser, and I lived life for everybody else. Today, I live life for me, and I love myself. I can actually sit here and say that I love myself, and I love every human that I meet. I may not always like what they believe or say, but today I love every breathing being that comes across my path.
I don't even know what to say. Where can the people find you if they want to check out your services, if they want to just have a conversation with you? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I am on social medias as Holistic Hippie Vibes. And then I am at the Yoga Village here in Clearwater on Daniel Street. I believe it's across from Countryside High School off of McMullen Booth behind 7-Eleven. I do one-on-ones Tuesday mornings and Tuesday evenings. I do breathwork groups 12:15 on Tuesday. I have a sisterhood healing group here on Mondays at 4 to 5, conveniently during children's yoga. I also have a sisterhood healing group on Tuesdays at Mystically Enlightened at 12 to 1 o'clock on Tampa Road in Palm Harbor. And I do breathwork classes in St. Petersburg at Roots to Crown, 4 to 5:30 p.m. I will also be doing breathwork and sound at the Sacred Sessions event at the factory in St. Petersburg on April 8th. And I have lots more stuff planned for the future, so just follow me online to continue to follow all that is me.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part of Zip Mouth Motivation. Thank you all for listening in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much.